I wonder if that original press conference was almost to sort of temper expectations around Slot, because it was really sort of intriguing how that language around like first team coach or head coach or whatever they were saying has sort of dissipated over the course of the season. Like, I wonder if it was them going like, we've got this whole structure in place around Slot, so even though Jurgen's gone and he was this holistic lead, like, don't worry about that, because we've got all these different people in all these different positions now.
And they are, and some of them are the people that you knew already. So there you go. It's the continuity.
Exactly,
these have come back.
Exactly, and that's there's the idea of continuity. But like, I love also the continuity of like Liverpool being decisive in business hasn't changed. Because yeah, the Wirtz thing I think will drag on, but I think that's the nature of you sort of finding out about a transfer early, and you know, I think it's Bayern that have sort of leaked this from the sort of, you know, Liverpool angle to the press. And then once the Liverpool press got a hold of it, Liverpool sort of a bang to rights to at least give them something off the back of it. But with the Frimpong one, like you said, there has been little rumblings for a while, but the minute it became clear the deal was on the table, obviously it's a release clause, which always makes it easier. I love the way Liverpool went about this transfer, and I love it because there was almost that, like, and there's been a little bit of subtle needle, I think, in the way Liverpool have done everything around Trent Alexander-Arnold. And it's not to say that, like, it's I don't know, it's not to say there's any like hatred or anything like that towards Trent Alexander-Arnold.
No, it's not.
It's just like like, we think you're a brilliant footballer. We wish you to stay at Liverpool Football Club, but now you're not. Ta-ra, we're going to go and get this other fellow who we think is brilliant and we think is an absolute ray of sunshine. And I love that, like, everything you've seen from Bayer Leverkusen sort of marries up to that idea of what we think we're bringing in as a character, because you lose a character like Trent, who we put so much stock into because he was a local lad, and he was, you know, he's a local lad whose dream had just come true, he was a boyhood red, all those kinds of things. The best possible player you could replace him with, if you're not going to be able to go and get someone like Anthony Gordon, for example, who just fits right into that mold straight away, then go and get the lad who seems to be the nice lad in the Bundesliga.
Honest to God, I don't watch I don't watch much video stuff because I don't have an attention span. So I listen to podcasts when I'm running. I don't sit down and watch stuff. I watched the interview. I watched the interview with Frimpong.
Brilliant, isn't it?
I've never been so happy in my life, I don't think. He's the nicest lad on the planet. He wants to be here. He loves the idea of Liverpool. We announce it 2 days before the transfer window opens, which I'm sure you're not supposed to do. But we actually, transfer window opens Sunday, it's Thursday or Friday or whatever.
I don't think any of that even matters anymore, does it?
We've got him wandering around the Liverpool shirt, we've given him an interview, he's been announced, he's out there, he's doing the lean, everything's happy. He's able to turn around to his dad and saying, you can watch them in the real world now and play for your club, which is fantastic. Because you've got that line. I've never seen, well, in fairness, the last person I saw be this happy to arrive in Liverpool was Chiesa, and that's worked out brilliantly. But Frimpong will definitely work out better. He appears to have all the tools we need. He's just, and we're talking right back. He's talking right back. No one's talking about this idea of a multifunctional right-sided player who can go into midfield or forward. He's talking right back, very specifically. So that's what we've got. These know more about the formation we're going to be playing than we do, and these know the formation we're going to be playing. They've been told it. And I listened to the award-winning Gutter on the way in.
Sponsored by Richmond Sausages.
Sponsored by Richmond Sausages. I can't believe no one's made a thing of the fact that there are transfer links, and links, sausages come in links. No one's used the links.
Well, yeah, very good.
So Rob can have that one. But I am contractually obliged to refer to it as the award-winning Gutter. Otherwise, Rob won't talk to me anymore. But listen to that, talking about the fact, but listen to it go, well, maybe we could be a 4-4-2. Because Wirtz has played as a central player, as one or two centre forwards. Or maybe we're a 4-2-4, because God knows he tried that a few times last season. And Wirtz is now the left, where it's Wirtz and it's Szoboszlai as the two centre with the wingers on the side. We could be, we're giving ourselves options all over the place. I just started to convince myself because Diaz and Gakpo are both leaving apparently this morning. They were going to play left wing. But I'm now convinced he's a centre forward. He's a false nine and a centre forward and central midfield. The lad can do everything. And
this is the beauty of it, isn't it? Like you mentioned there, like we don't have to work these bits out really. That's for people who are far better at this than we are.
Yeah.
We just get to watch all these brilliant footballers, and there's probably going to be another one arriving very soon after Wirtz arrived in Kirk, as it seems like that's still sort of kicking on, if you believe, for Fabrizio Romano, which I can generally go either way on, but I'm going to choose to believe him on this because I have selective belief in a man like Fabrizio Romano.
I saw Fabrizio give a here we go to Zubamendi last summer, so it was deleted very, very quickly, but I saw it happen.
So that's what I mean. We can have selective belief in this, but what I love the most is like, you know, not only Liverpool being dynamic in the transfer market, but the dynamism you're going to see on the pitch as well, because Wirtz, I'm led to believe, is a quick player. Frimpong, I know, is definitely a quick player. Kirk, as I've seen for Bournemouth, is a very, very quick player. what those times last season where like for Fulham away, for example, where I felt like Liverpool were chasing a game and they almost weren't quick enough to chase a game. It was like they were just like slow and lethargic, and Fulham were 10 men behind, 11 men behind the ball, and the idea of Liverpool bringing in that much pace, but also doing it so quickly in the transfer market. I feel like those two things marry up so nice.
It's absolutely brilliant, but it's pace and power, but it's also that guile in the number 9 position. If that is where Wirtz, once we get him over the line, is going to play.